This is gonna be an intro to a new video. I haven't slept since yesterday, which for you guys it will be last video.
Girls can hula hoop, not boys.
But this is what we're doing right now. We're eating like 2 kgs or 1.5 kgs of chicken wings and some rice. I don't know what I'm gonna do today when I'm gonna wake up. I do have uni today, but I don't really plan on going, so we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna go gym. We stopped at the corner store real quick. Bang! We had motherfucking fast and easy. We stopped here, grab a little cheeky drink for the drive. Gonna go down to Worlds just because I can. Honestly, I got all these memberships. We gotta use them. We're on the way to Worlds. It's a 20-minute drive from my house. It's further. Muscle, I mean, to be honest, going to Muscle is the same drive. But this gym just feels longer because I have to take the highway. I haven't been to Worlds in a fat minute, not gonna lie. But honestly, you can get a good workout anywhere you go. Like, if you're someone who thinks that you have to go to like a fancy gym or expensive gym to like get a good workout in and get a good pump or whatever, then you're just wrong, eh? Because honestly, if you know what you're doing, you can go anywhere. All you need is just some dumbbells and that can hit everything. But then also, like, it's good to hit machines and everything because then you have like the variation and you don't get bored of just doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's also why I like going to different gyms, because if I just go to one place and if I just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, I get so bored and lazy. But I like the little variation of like random stuff. And I like meeting people too. Like, I've met some cool people at Worlds. I've met a lot of my really good friends at Muscle. Even Planet Fitness, to be honest. We went Planet Fitness, we were messing around. We might go back there and do some stupid shit. But yeah. Anyway, today's topic of discussion is about, I guess, not holding yourself back and like really trying to get yourself out there and be more yourself. Because if you're always doubting yourself, if you're always thinking that there's something that you can't do, something that you're not capable of, then you're always wrong. Because, bro, like, people underestimate the human mind so much. We can literally imagine anything out of thin air, right? So that means if we can imagine things, then we can work towards achieving them. Like, if you want to make like $1 million, right? And you're like manifesting it forever. You're like, oh, I'm gonna make $1 million. But then you take no action, then what's the point? Like, what's the point in having those ideas? And what's the point in putting all of your mental energy and focus into that one thing and then not taking any real actions to achieve it? But the moment you start taking little steps to achieve those goals is the moment you're already ahead of like 99% of people. Because half people, like, you can ask anyone, bro. Go ask like 5 people that you know. And half of them will say, oh yeah, bro, I just want financial freedom. Like, I want to get rich, bro. I want to get jacked. And then they don't really do anything to achieve that. But the most important thing is making a start, not holding yourself back and having that confidence to really, believe in yourself and say, look, I can do this. I know I can do this. And if you have people around you that are like holding you back and telling you like, oh bro, this is so cringe, or like, oh, you'll never, like, that's weird, but like, you'll never make it, bro. Like,
Sick, I almost thought you were a regular person. Where's the shampoo?
There's definitely like, basically saying that shampoo or other, like, the actions.
Hey guys,
like
this is driving me nuts. Was
general,
one of the dwarves named
people
Snappy?
Like, the moment you start doing something different, the moment you start like really putting yourself
Am
out
I the
there,
asshole for slamming a child in the stomach with a metal pipe at the grocery store? Hear me out. I was buying my groceries as usual, and as I'm checking out this beautiful can of tomato sauce, I stumbled upon a child maybe 5 to 6 years old. He looked up at me and asked his mom, "Mom, I want that can of tomato sauce." So I start to argue with this kid and his mom. He doesn't have the right to call dibs on anything he wants in the grocery store. If I found it first, it's mine. I don't care what this kid's mom has to say. This kid can't just steal my rightfully owned can of tomato sauce like that. All the anger I have been holding for the past few weeks ever since my wife left me.
And use it to motivate you, Like, for me personally, that's what I did. Like, when I started gym and when I started everything that I wanted to do, half the reason was because I just like hated myself, right? Like, I just hated myself to the point that I just wanted to change so bad. So I started doing things to change. I'm just yapping now. But you get the idea. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, I just can't really say it right now. But moral of the story is, bro, believe in yourself. If there's something you want to achieve, go do it. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't. And, yeah, that's about it. Wow. Have a look. Look at that. Yeah, look at that parking. Look at that. World Gym. World Gym. This is where all the bodybuilders go. There's so many people on roids at World Gym. It's crazy. It's so humbling, bro. That's one reason I don't like coming here, because it's just like, it makes you feel so insecure. Oh, speaking about insecurity.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
If you're insecure about something, if someone makes you feel insecure about something, you shouldn't be, like, realistically, you shouldn't be insecure, because without insecurities, you wouldn't be yourself. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there'll always be someone stronger than you, there's always going to be someone better looking than you, always going to be someone more successful than you, but they're never going to be you, you know what I'm saying? Because your flaws make you the person you are, your mistakes and your experiences shape into the person that you are. Otherwise, if everyone was the same, if everyone was perfect, there'll be no originality, like, everyone would be the same bland, boring person with nothing to offer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's enough yapping. We're going to go in there, suss out some machines, and hit a back day.
My goal is to fulfill the dream even Jiraiya Sensei was unable to achieve.
Edited by Zazri.
As I said earlier, what I want is to create peace and bring about justice.
After all of the horrible things that you've done, don't you dare talk about peace and justice!
I will never forget the pain that Yaigo suffered. And now, this world shall know pain. All my
biggest black, just nobody.
Am I the asshole for slamming a child in the stomach with a metal pipe at the grocery store? Hear me out. I was buying my groceries as usual, and as I am checking out this beautiful can of tomato sauce, I stumbled upon a child maybe 5 to 6 years old. He looked up at me and asked his mom, "Mom, I want that can of tomato sauce." So I start to argue with this kid and his mom. He doesn't have the right to call dibs on anything he wants in the grocery store. If I found it first, it's mine. I don't care what this kid's mom has to say. This kid can't just steal my rightfully owned can of tomato sauce like that. All the anger I have been holding for the past few weeks, ever since my wife left me, ever since my mother kicked me out of her house, was all let out, and I pull out my trusty metal pipe that I've been keeping in my backpack just in case, pick up the child, throw it in the air, and slam it with my metal pipe as hard as I can. The kid goes flying into the toothpaste aisle of the grocery store, crying. His mother starts screaming at me and threatens to call the police. I don't care. I would rather keep my can of tomato sauce. It is rightfully mine. I have all the right in the world to slam him with a metal pipe. What are signs that a person genuinely is unintelligent? 1. They don't want to understand and or learn. 2. Inability to see a problem or scenario from another person's point of view. They don't have to agree with the other person, but they should be able to understand an alternate perspective. 3. Consistently failing to grasp basic logic, refusing to consider new information, or making the same poor decisions repeatedly despite evidence. 4. A lack of curiosity. 5. Being confident when they're wrong. 6. When you ask them something hypothetical, but they don't understand it and get angry. What if you were to travel to this city by train? Would the trip be cheaper then? No, I used my car for this. I meant, what if you did? But I didn't, I used my car. 7. Inability to genuinely self-reflect. 8. When they have to speak for the sake of speaking and cannot explain basic concepts correctly. 9. Acting like they know better than you on a topic they ask about. Specifically, this is coming from someone in the IT field. The number of people who, when I ask questions, will go, "No, it can't be that," and refuse to even try. I have zero respect for them. 10. Their view of life is largely defined by winning and losing. Nothing in between. 11. Unintelligent? Maybe just someone who refuses to learn or grow, because curiosity is the real genius. 12. I believe there is a study that pointed to people below 85 IQ were incapable of comprehending false scenarios. They would ask them, "What would you feel right now if you had skipped breakfast this morning?" and get the response, "No, I did eat breakfast this morning," and no matter how many times the question was reworded or explained, it was just beyond their comprehension. Well, intelligence is a spectrum, so the more difficulty a person has answering what if scenarios, the less intelligent they likely are. 13. They think magnets don't work when they get wet. 14. They constantly talk about how smart they are. 15. Unable to admit they're wrong.